July has been a very strange month for gaming. Nintendo released one of their best platforms of this decade, Donkey Kong Bonanza. More on that later. But other than that, not many titles have really came out. This month in gaming is a lot less significant than June, but I still had a lot of fun playing video games, although many games I played weren't new ones. This video is a continuation of my series that I started last month, where I go over the games I played that month, what I thought of each one, and then a list of games I want to play next month. This time will be different though, as I can go over the games I wanted to play this month and see if I got through them and if they lived up to my expectations. Let's get started. I wanted to start the video with some games that were either not notable or I did not have enough to talk about them for an entire segment. The first game is Mario Kart World. I don't have much to say about this game because I played it last month and made a full review for it, but I still played a lot of it for the first half of this month. I'll sum up my opinion on this game. This game felt so smooth to play and innovated a lot on the Mario Kart format. The only thing that was downgraded from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the battle mode, but so many other parts of the game were improved that it's not that big of a deal. The next game I played was Metroid Prime Remastered. I wanted to play the Metroid Prime trilogy to get ready for Metroid Prime 4, so I started on this one. I know I said I would probably just emulate the game, but my library had a copy of the remastered version, so I booked it for a week. Unfortunately, I got distracted playing the rest of the Switch 2 games, so I had to return the game before I finished it. From what I have played of it, I love the exploration in this game and the atmosphere. I hope to continue it later after DragX Drive. The next game is a weird one, but I played a lot of the original Super Mario Bros. I have played this game numerous times before, but I picked up a copy for the NES at a nearby pawn shop. Even though I like Super Mario Bros. 3 more, I can enjoy the simplicity of the original, especially since it's the start of the franchise. The last one I don't have much to say about since I just started playing it today. The original Fallout is 75% on Steam, so I bought it and tried it out for a while. I can appreciate how this set the standard for the rest of the series, while having a ton of differences that made it unique. I'm not used to a Fallout game having this kind of gameplay, and it's definitely hard to play nowadays, but I'll just have to get used to it. When I'm done playing all the Fallout games, I'd like to make a long video about them, so let me know if you want to see that. Now on to the big games I played this month. Now if you watched my previous video on the launch of Donkey Kong Bonanza, you'll know two of the games I go over, but I'll start with the one I played first. This month, I finally beat Donkey Kong Country Returns. This is a game I wanted to play this month, so I can check that one off. I had started this game a while back, but I always got stuck and stopped playing. This might hinder my opinion a little, but I played a lot of the game in the span of 24 hours, so I remember all I thought of that part of the game. I don't think it matters too much as it's a real simple story in this game. That may sound like a negative, but I don't dislike it actually. Not every game needs a ton of lore, especially a Donkey Kong game. Donkey Kong Country games are known for their platforming and their difficulty. Donkey Kong Country 2 is one of the most difficult platformer games ever made, but is known as one of the best in level design as well. Maybe I have to play that one next. Donkey Kong Country Returns lives up to the great levels of the last games, but I have one gripe with the platforming. This could be me just nitpicking or making an excuse, but the controls in this game don't feel that tight. It feels like it takes forever for me to turn around this game compared to the original Donkey Kong Country. The one thing that this game definitely keeps up with is the difficulty. This is probably the hardest platformer I have ever played. A game hasn't made me this mad in a while. But I think the formula of games is that the harder it is to beat a game, the better it feels to beat it. The game starts pretty easy at the start, but quickly ramps up at the halfway point. I felt like the regular levels were harder than the bosses at most parts, except for that headache of a final boss. After beating the game, there's not much else to do in the game besides 100% it or replay it, so I don't have much drive to go back to it. Honestly, I think my time with this game is over, but I will always remember that feeling of beating it and the fun in some parts of the game. I rate it a 9. It has a little something for everybody. I'll milk that joke forever. The second big game I played this month was the major one and the title I played the most by far. You probably guessed it, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I was so hyped for this game at the start of July, and it lived up to it, possibly surpassing my expectations. I kinda spoiled my thoughts on this game at the start, but trust me, I have a lot more to say about it. I have so much that it will probably spill over into a full video entirely on the game, but I'm gonna wait till I 100% it to do it. I must have jinxed myself when saying I wanted to take 100 hours to fully complete it, because it genuinely might. This part will be different than that, because I'll just go over a summary of my thoughts on the main story of the game, not much side stuff. The plot of the game is more complex than the other Donkey Kong games. Basically, Donkey Kong is at Ingot Isle, a mine near DK Island on the surface, searching for bananas. Suddenly, Voidco digs it underground along with Donkey Kong. You then meet up with Oddrock, who turns out to be a girl named Pauline from New Donk City, an aspiring singer with a powerful voice that gives DK powers. They team up to defeat Voidco and later, King K. Rool. They all battle to get the Banandium Root, which can grant wishes. Pauline needs to be back to the surface, while DK wants bananas. The Banandium Root is in the planet core, so DK and Pauline have to venture down into the many sub-layers underground. Maybe I am biased to Super Mario Odyssey, but I don't think that the layers in the game are as unique as the kingdoms in Mario Odyssey. I still love the layers though. They might not be very unique with characters, but the exploring and atmosphere of them are excellent. I saw a post after Bonanza saying that Cappy sucked compared to Pauline, and that totally didn't get to me. While Cappy wasn't a fleshed out sidekick, he still had a lot of charm and funny dialogue that I think were better at times than Pauline. I still did like Pauline as a character, and the one-sided dialogue she had with Donkey Kong. Right after finishing the game, when you don't have the power she brought, gave me a ton of deja vu. A gripe I have with the game is the most nitpicky thing ever, a singular banana. When going for all bananas in the lagoon layer, I was missing only one in the first sub-layer. I searched up and down for it until I got a banana from the chip exchange, and that was it. I don't understand why that would be in the first sub-layer, as the store is in the second sub-layer, but oh well. The most fun I got from the game was the exploration, but I loved the story and main quests. In my honest opinion right now, I think I like it more than Mario Kart World. So far, my favorite Switch 2 game. That's all the games I played in July. Now on to the games I would like to play in August. The first game I want to play in August is Dragon Drive. It comes out on the 14th for the Nintendo Switch 2. From all I've seen of the game, it seems to be a lot like Rocket League, which I have a love-hate relationship with. I do like that it gives the mouse-like controls of the Joy-Cons in actual use, though it seems kind of awkward to play. A problem I think I'll run into with this game is a lack of stuff to do. I watched the 7-minute trailer they released a couple of days ago, and the only things they went over was single player with CPUs, online multiplayer with friends in game chat, and parks. I just have to wait to see when the game comes out. The next game I want to play is Kirby's Epic Yarn. I picked this up at a game store when I was traveling. I have always wanted to try this game out because of its art style. This is the first game to use this yarn look, I believe, which has been in many other Nintendo games. I'm also a fan of Kirby games. I haven't played many, but I do really like all the ones I have played. The last game I want to beat this month is Super Mario Galaxy. I've played this game so many times over the years, but for some reason I've not beat it before. I got really close once, but I eventually stopped playing. I think this time, I'm going to play the 3D All-Stars version, since it has better graphics and less annoying motion controls. I've set the goal for this month a bit lower, so maybe I'll actually get through all these games to talk about them for the August game recap. I'll let you know once that comes out. That's the game recap for this month. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, let me know with the like button. If there's any games you want to see me review, let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you want to know when August game recap comes out, or if you want to see any other videos I make about the same topics. See you in the next video. Goodbye.